Well, what's the crack, everybody? How you getting on? You're all very welcome indeed, to the Ramble Pod. Sorry, I was just adjusting myself slightly in the seat there. Today is the 9th of September for 2020. Yeah. I think we're up to 97, are we? 97 Ramble Pods. I think we are. Let me just have a fucking gander here. 97 Ramble Pods. If it's your first time listening, you'll probably notice that there's a good... he's got 97, but I'm seeing like 260 add. Well, there's a reason for that. There's also Buckshot, which I am recording tonight. I was meant to get this recorded last night, but we're in the plans for something new. Yeah, I wanted to get a Ramble Pod out this week because we won't have a Buckshot sideshow out this week, which is the... And there's the dog, kicking her fucking way into my life, as usual. All right, dog. Oh, go on. On death's door you were the other day. No, she wasn't. For some reason, she wasn't right, and we took her up to the vet, and yeah, your man the vet was pretty much like, yeah, no, it's grand. It's grand. But I don't know, I must look vetty or something, because it's a country vet, and like there's goats and shit everywhere. It's fucking class. But they take the dog off you, and you stand there. But fucking hell, dog, did you have to come up here to drink right beside the microphone, slurping away into the bastard and thing? And then she pulls the door open. Close the fucking door. What? Like, there is no version of a human that can be that much of an asshole that you would get on with. But I'm still mad about the dog. But I'm standing there, and these three different old ones were convinced that I was a vet. And by the third one, I just let her tell me the whole story about the dog. And I went, yeah, no, I don't work here. And then we were both in a weird scenario. I shouldn't have done it. I should have just stopped her straight away like I did the other two. But I didn't. I just left her tell me the whole story about the dog. And how, he's coughing during the night. He's kind of... I said, well, I don't know. I was wearing a mask. So if you didn't have the mask, I suppose you would have seen the big ridiculous moustache. You would have went, there's no way he is a medical professional. There's no way. Unless he's some sort of kooky one that fucking tries to talk to the animals. I had no intention to talk about the dog, but she came in and she was like, "Sup, bitches? Where's my drink?" Nice. And then took a drink and fucking wandered back out again. My thanks as always to the Patreons. Do you know what? I'm just going to swipe through here. I don't know if I thanked the new Patreons. I'm saying it real. I don't know. Is it Patreons? Patreons. I mean, they are patrons. Oh, we have Connor, Declan, and Paul. Sound out, lads. Sound out, lads. And there's a couple other there as well, but for some reason, the whole, it's a good service. It is a good service, what they do. It's a great idea, but Patreon itself needs some fucking sharpening up off the edges. Their app. I think sometimes too, if you don't have the actual app, and even if you are a patron, you don't see a lot of the shit I'm putting up. So just to let you know, all the videos to the interviews are all up there. Yeah. They're all up there. They're nowhere else for nobody else to see or nothing. So they're all up there. Just, and I think that's half the reason a few people jumped on. My very thanks to, what the fuck does that mean? Everybody who, very interactive podcast, the last one I can tell you, with people. Long ass podcast, 2 hours, 40 minutes or whatever. But they hit the different one with Jerry. That was some crack. That was good crack. But the fucking interactions afterwards, a lot of people, I love it. A lot of people are going, Tom, great podcast. But what's the fucking crack with McBride saying silage? I don't know. I never heard it said that way before. I mean, it isn't. He came out with it. He didn't go, how do you say that thing? Is it silage? He didn't say that. He just came straight out with silage. So I don't know. Unless it's some ye olde fucking way they say it in Monaghan. I don't know. I've never heard it said like that, especially with just one L in it. But you're not going to put a man up on that. What are you doing? You put like I already, I don't know if I'm my plate with stuff. And plus, caused a little controversy, It seemed to be one thing. Few people were happy, did a couple, I don't know, I'll challenge you on that one there, Tom. But for the most part, they came back even 2 messages later going, actually, fucking forget that. I enjoyed myself too much. Fucking way too much. To the point that Marty Moan's people have been on, fucking loved it. So that's a win, isn't it? Because you worry, you're kind of going, oh, Jesus, are we using, we're using your song, your material, and all the rest of it. Not at all. It was like, fucking drive on. Literally, that's the name of my next song, Drive On. I fucking hope it is. Just drive on. So yeah, that's all for anybody who's thinking about supporting the show through Patreon or whatever. All the videos are put up there. So you got to say thank you to the Patreon people, and that's how you do it. How's your week been? Huh? The pubs, lads. Apparently they're opening back up with. I do not sense there'll be a lot of crack. Wait, before I go any fucking further, people. Before I fucking move a muscle. We have some gigs. They're fucking few and far between, but it's like crumbs. There's crumbs, but some tasty gigs. I am going to be. Wait till you hear this. Belfast, I'm coming back. I might just fucking move to Belfast, because that's been the primary source of anything in the way of gigs that has come out. All right, I did that one over Galway, but there you go. Fucking two of my favourite places in the world to gig anyway. So, but yeah, I'm back. I'm in the limelight on the 18th of September. Friday. And I know that's been a struggle for other people because comedy clubs, a lot of the time, in Belfast only ran on fucking, Wednesdays or Thursdays, the odd Tuesday even. That's fine if you're a student or if, you're just going, fuck work tomorrow because you want to get a bit lashed up or whatever. Or if you're working from home. But the limelight, yeah, Young Geddes broke ground properly there a couple of weeks ago. Or last week, I think it was. And had a bank of fucking sold out shows. But they've done it right. I'm interested to see the actual final number that they're allowed into the place. Because for some fucking reason down here, 50 is still the number put on fucking giant theatres. Like imagine the Board Gosh. I don't know, what's the Board Gosh hold? Let me just fucking have a gander. Board Gosh. Or is there a point? You know what I mean? But let's say Gaiety, Olympia, newer theatres like the UCH, which I fucking frequented a lot over the recent years. 1,100 people that holds. With the Panto, because they got to use the wings and stuff like that, it still holds close to 1,000. Do you know what I mean? And you're going, sorry guys, 50's the number. I don't know. It's almost like planning permission. I don't know if anybody listening has ever gone for planning permission. I know this is where we're really getting exciting, aren't we? But it was like I went into Challenge or to just, they call it a clinic or whatever. It's like going to see the Great Oz. Finally got in with a planner. It wasn't even a planner. It was like somebody who was consulting in there or whatever. An assistant planner, I think is what they were. And the house I'd drawn, most of the fucking things were a complete waste of time in doing. Like cross-sections through the land and stuff like that. Fucking 3D topography, fucking contour drawings and stuff. Waste of time. I may as well have gone in with, just scooped up a load of dog shit out in the park in a fucking clear plastic bag. No, a lunchbox. Shaking it and just opened it and put it under the nose of this person, because that's about as much of an effect, positive effect. It was just this hot. And I was like, well, this is the house you want to design. Well, no, you can't. Well, why not? It fits in exactly with what's already built around it. Because it says it. No, it says it in the book. I hear what you're saying, but who wrote the book and why did they put it in the book? And literally it got down to the shape of the house. The house was to be a U-shaped house, or N, whatever, or C, depending on what way you want to look at it. And no, L shape. And quite literally, this woman held up a book with just like a kid's outline. It looked like a child's outline that somebody had just gone with a ruler and a marker and drawn an L-shaped house. For your zoning area, whatever the zoning area was, L-shaped house. So you're going, but why? And she literally tapped on the book like Selma, fucking Aunt Patty, or Aunt Selma in fucking The Simpsons. Don't make me tap the sign. Or whoever was tapping the sign. Was it the bus driver or something? Don't make me tap the sign. It was literally, don't make me tap the book. And that was it. It was just like, well, it's in the book. But it doesn't make logical sense why it's in the book, because given the fucking layout of the ground that's we want to build a house on, it's in the book. And it's the same shit. Like you're talking about an 1,200 seater theatre. Why is the number 50? It's in the book. They said 50. So it's 50 in a room no bigger than the ground floor of a house. 50, fair enough. But the venue holds 1,100 people safely. Let's go a quarter. Can we go do a quarter? Jesus Christ Almighty! You couldn't even. You could, if you can reach around and slap a person within an arm's reach. Okay, how's that? We'll do a meter and a half even. You'll get a few hundred people in there. Nah, not playing ball. Which is fucking mental. I mean, I know they were talking. Even look at fucking Croke Park. Look at fucking the Aviva. Like tens of thousands, 80-odd thousand the Croke Park holds. 50-odd thousand the Aviva holds. It's outdoors. Yeah, quarter. Segregate people off. Do you know what I mean? They gangs of fucking space. But people approaching the ground. Tell them when to... Jesus Christ, put out a few fucking barriers. Woodies were able to put out a few fucking barriers. You arrive on at fucking 7. Ye crowd arrive on at 7:30. And if your ticket doesn't, turn the fuck home. People will comply. People will comply. But it seems to be that's... I don't know. I know there's probably scrambling for money. That's probably the number one thing right now. Fair enough. But if they got a volunteer group together from the sports or arts, a volunteer group would totally work and go, all right, we've come up with this. We can do fucking this. You know what I mean? Where was I fucking going with that? I have no idea. I even put down a couple of notes, lads. Would you believe I actually wrote some notes? Let me just fucking see what I wrote in here. So yeah, gigs. Anyway, here's the beauty of it. 18th September, I am back in the limelight. Let's go back. And next gig after that is not too long after that, actually. That's not, well, no, I'd have normally done 6 gigs, 7 gigs, 8 gigs actually in that time. Drogheda. I don't know where yet in Drogheda, but I'm in Drogheda on Friday the 2nd. The 2nd. So if you're up that neck of the fucking woods, get your hold to one of them gigs. And on the I don't know who's on with me in the limelight. I'm guessing I'll get us. Gady Baby will be host. I think I'm seeing him this weekend. This will be fun. I think he's coming down to me this weekend. And no, we won't be podcasting, lads. We won't be podcasting. There'll be a lot of bromance going on. Haven't seen that man in fucking months. So I think he's hopefully get to see him this weekend. But although no one knows, we'll probably sit down and do a fucking podcast. Yes, the 2nd. So stay tuned for that. I don't know where. 2nd of October. I don't know where in Drogheda I'm going to be. But I will let you know. I'll be on to you before then. And if it's up on social media, I will share it. Follow me on all the users' platforms. Just to know where in the Christ I'm going to be. Just more so for me as a reminder. It's always great to have it in the phone and go, oh, fuck, great. But I think given the sparseness of 5 gigs over 6 or 7 months, I think I'll be okay. But I'm on that night with Jerry McBride. So it's myself and Jerry. I think we're just sharing the show. I think that's the idea, is that they're booking both of us. We're not doing a show or anything. Stay tuned. But we are doing stand-up. So we're doing stand-up. I think this is Jerry's actual first one. Not that I've done that fucking many. I'm some sort of hierarchy pro, because I've done 2 or 3 other gigs ahead of during this thing. But we're in Drogheda. So Limelight on the 18th. Jesus Christ, we're really, really... And Drogheda on the 2nd of October. Look, they're green shoots, lads. They're green little grassy shoots. Which reminds me, October, I see my NCT has been moved. I must put some tyres on my car. The NCT was pushed way out. Fantastic. Might actually text the fucker as well. Taxes. There's always that temptation going, sure, the cars wouldn't be looking for me. I'm going to have to fucking tax it at some stage once it caught me. They'll have, they'll catch you rotten. But yes, fucking excited, lads. What's been going on? So yeah, the pubs are back. And they're opening back up. I mean, they say they're opening back up, but I think it's just to keep them quiet. They knew full fucking well. There was, I don't know, there was a protest coming up the other morning, coming up to the Dáil. I don't know who, but I know the Tipperary Bar Owners Club Association collective were coming up, and they fucking knew they were coming too, because magically by lunchtime that day they went, hello, publicans. All bars, 3,500 bars will be open. Now, I'm guessing it's the same shit. I haven't looked at the breakdown. I'm guessing it's the same shit as the fucking, it's not going to be wide open. It's not going to be stroll in, sit down at the bar, have a toasted sandwich, or don't, and have a pint. I think it's a case of you'll have to book in, stay for a certain period, name, fucking address, blood type, semen sample, stool sample, maybe some saliva and tears in little fucking test tubes before you leave. I'm guessing. But what day is it opening up? 21st of September, my birthday. It is symbolic. I said it to fucking Colgan that I was not going drinking fucking pints just to order a begrudgingly fucking quickly eaten meal and fucking sit there like some sort of alien. I'm guessing I'm still going to go for a pint because it's my birthday. And I think it's somebody telling me, Tom, it's the universe going, Tom, you have to, in solidarity with the fucking, with the small single fucking sole traders and the small businesses that are at bars, you're going to have to go. And I will. I'm going to find some owl fucking pub and go for a couple of pintines. A couple of pintines on my birthday. It's a Monday night. People go, oh God, no, it's open on a Monday. Who's doing fucking anything? Certainly in our world anyway, there's not a lot of people doing a lot. I mean, behind the scenes trying to fucking build shit up, trying to keep the fucking show on the road. Yeah, but no, it's fine. It's fine. I think I'll be okay to break away. So yeah. Oh my Jesus Christ! It just popped into my head. About the Nobel Prize. Trump has been. I think they nominated a load of people, don't they? But somebody has nominated Trump, the mad bastard. Some fella, I think in Sweden or something, has gone. What? I don't know. Look, he was of Israel and fucking Abu Dhabi. If it's got money involved, that fucker he'll find a way. Like, of getting it over the line. Apparently he's up. But have you seen knew these deep fakes were good. Like, you'll see your man Bill Hader do impressions of people on Conan. If you go look at deep fakes, Bill Hader on Conan, when he does like Schwarzenegger. And at first, when I saw this like a year ago, I didn't know anything about it. I was like, hold on, am I losing my fucking mind? Is he that good that he can actually morph his face into looking like Schwarzenegger? And then all of a sudden morph his face into, I know Jim Carrey can kind of do something like that, but it's not. It's somebody doing the deep fake thing. It's laying over their face impeccably when he changes character. Well, I'm sure you've all seen it at this stage. It's the 45. I wouldn't be fond of drinking, but I don't know why. The amount of people that sent it to me, I like the amount of people who think I did it. Genuinely, down the last couple of years, I must have gotten 20 different people thinking that I was Paddy Losty. I'm not. That's a man from Galway. Like, I don't know who did it. I must actually dig around and find out who did the Paddy Losty thing. If you're wondering, you know what I mean? It's I wouldn't be fond of drinking, but when I had to go at it awful and very hard. Now that's my voice. That would be more what my father would sound like. But Paddy Losty has that Galway kind of, what's the next bit? I do have about 45 pints in about 2 hours. See, do you hear that R? You will never find that anywhere bar the west of Ireland. That R, that lovely soft R. This is pure Mayo. That is Indikini. Pure Mayo. There's a little flick of the R at the end of the word. Now, halfway through that R is where you'll get like Clare, Tipperary, where you get halfway through the R, there'll be a roll. But the west of Ireland people they don't fuck around either. Their mouths don't open very big. It's because the wind will blow in there and their face will inflate and their heads will fucking turn into balloons like David Blaine and they'll go floating off the west coast. Much like in Alice Springs in Australia, where people keep their mouths really close together like that. That's just how to speak. And apparently it's because of years of no proper indoor air conditioning. People will be outside, and the flies in Alice Springs are really fucking bad, and people's mouths are really tightly closed, so they don't want to swallow any flies. Yep. Lads, I don't know what's going on. You know what? This is what it's all about, really, isn't it? I'm in a darkened part of the house by myself, talking into a microphone, doing silly voices. Well, but no, I do have about 40, like, that would be, like, there'd be much more aggression in it as a Tipperary Paddy Losty. to be Jerry Losty anyway. I do have about 45 pints. 45 pints in about 2 hours. Yeah. I wouldn't be fond of drinking, but when I do go at it fair hard. See, the awful thing wouldn't be used at all. I do go at it fair hard. I'd be having about 45 pints in about 2 hours. Jesus. And then I suppose I'd have a break then. I'd have a bag of the crisps and maybe a few peanuts. Then I suppose I go for 10 more anyway. And the next morning, Maureen would have the fry on for me, you know. And I go at it again. Jesus, I tell you now, I fucking would. Jesus. I mean, no fucking stopping me. And I take the shirt off any man's back. Do you know, there's a slight difference there. There's people listening going, I hear absolutely no difference. I hear quintessential culture. That's all I'm hearing right now. Apparently, according to long-time listener, first-time caller, or many-time caller, actually, good interactive fucking podcast listener, Bestie, she reckons, while everybody else, and this is in defense of Jerry McBride, while everybody else is giving out about him and the way he was pronouncing things, she said he had lovely dulcet tones and he should read nursery rhymes. I don't know for who would want these, or bedtime stories. Imagine McBride talking, hey, you know, hey, that's a bit Cavan, isn't it? This isn't an accent fucking off anyway. Yeah, but they laid it over fucking... Now, when you zoom in, I zoomed in accidentally. I kind of double tapped and I zoomed in. You can see the mouth is a bit fucking gammy, all right? It's not quite... Do you remember years ago, like you had said, like on Phone Jacker, they just overlay somebody's mouth over like David Beckham's fucking face or whatever. But it's that essentially, but it's fucking like the little pauses and stuff, like they nailed it. Now there's another one, and I think I retweeted it. So if you go to my Twitter, it's Elon Musk, and it's basically somebody in Ireland, some Irish person has done it fucking brilliant. It's Elon Musk chatting away, and they've got like it ties in with the head movements and everything. And it's of the guys that did. Do you remember the phone message about the Case and Wake Up guys? It was like fucking rock chants up and down. It's fucking amazing. Rock men just fucking, you know. So you dash at the top of the bar, lash back, throw down a fucking whatever the bottle of. You get the ball, slam it, head to the back, and it's fucking amazing. Like rock chants going, just fucking class. You know what I mean? Myself and some of the guys like the fucking Steve Doherty. Yeah, we're getting that tattoo. Case when we Cup 19. You know, somewhere on our bodies. You pack of V's can totally, you know, you may as well head there because any bit of action you're going to see. Some of the greatest horseplay you will ever see. And they laid it over. Like, go have a look at it. It's actually possibly, I'd say, better than the Trump one. Because when you put that voice on Elon, it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Because he's got that weird kind of, I'm not South African anymore, but, you know, I'm still a bit South African. But I've made all my money in America. So I'm going to lean towards that. But he's a fucking oddball anyway. So I'm guessing his voice would have been an oddball voice. The start the voice of a man that spent a lot of time indoors by himself as a child. But yeah, have a look at that. It's fucking good. It is very good. I think I did put it up there, all right. Fuck, I better get out of here. The young fella needs a wash. I have to give the young fella a wash. He was mighty today, Wednesday. It was fucking hilarious. Like, the more the looks come on. Again, like I said before, I know nothing about children, but it's funny when he was taken for, it was a year the other day or whatever, so he's taken for his 12-month shots. He's in there, the nurse is being fucking adorable. She's like, and he's been like immaculate. He's sitting on my lap, he's looking at me going, this is a fucking great time. This woman over here, look at this old chick. And he fucking great time seeing all these new people and stuff. Happy as a clam. He's fucking tapping his knees and stuff. Next thing, he's got to get a shot in either leg. And I just, you know, you take the trousers down a little bit for him, and he's looking up at this, and out of nowhere, she's quick and everything, and he's like, what the fuck? And he looks back at me with this look when the needle goes in, like, and all of a sudden tears just start coming on. He's not bad, but it's like, you two cunts fucking betrayed me. I came in here on good fucking faith that we were having a fucking good time. And then this old fucking bitch Oh, you fucking did that to me. You fucking stabbed me. Oh, and then she stabs him again. The other one is like, you what? And then he looks around at me with this look of fucking deep. Like, I've said this before to Pete, I think on the podcast. That kid, when he is pissed off, he can shoot you a fucking look that would make the blood in your veins turn fucking ice. And he's after getting it direct from my grandfather, not through me. I have a fucking resting cunt face anyway, but he can turn it on. He's cuddly, bang. This look comes on. We talk about like those deep fakes that Bill Hader's videos can do. This look, and he got it from my grandfather. It's one that you'll just go, oh, Jesus Christ. He gave me a look like, I'll fucking get you for this. You old bastard. And then all of a sudden it was all grand. Plasters on, smiley. Grand again. But I think he was full of some sort of buzz. There might be sugar in it or something. I don't know, because he's in the back of the car having a fucking whale of a time going back up the road. But yeah, gotta fucking watch him. Fucking Nova. Did you see this shit? Congratulations too, by the way, Sam Bennett. What a fucking absolute hero, winning his stage of the Tour de France. He fucking, Jesus Christ, I was welling up myself with him crying. It's like, Jesus Christ, some fucking good news. Some fucking sporting good news, especially after the fucking weekend had gone where fucking Munster just capitulated, but we won't talk about that. Like Djokovic, like, in all fairness, he put a bit of spring on it, and the ball, okay, it hit her in the fucking old Gregory Peck, but it wasn't. What the fuck was she doing? Stay fucking alert. Do you know what I mean? Stay alert. Fucking balls are coming at you, everybody. Like the pep talks. Do you ever see the pep talks they get as a group? The ball boys and stewards and all the rest. The pep talk they get beforehand is like, your fucking head needs to be as in this game as the players needs. And all right, he gave her a bit of a prank, but he didn't put fucking anything in it. I mean, an apology. She didn't need to go to the hospital. She was fine. An apology would have been needed. Like, fucking him out of it. You know, disqualifying him. Come on. It wasn't like, you know, he was in a bad mood. He just tapped the ball back. He won too many for the pocket. And he just went to tap the ball back. It could happen to fucking Bishop, lads. It can happen to Bishop. Okay, by pure fluke, caught her in the fucking neck. You know, she's pretty fucking old. She's pretty fucking old. Like, did she call for it? She go, fucking ban him. Fucking ban him. Fucking Novak. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Same way my young fellow was looking at me this evening. I fucking trusted you, Novak. I was one of your biggest fucking fans. I've been watching your arse since the beginning of this fucking match. It's impeccable. But what you did to me with that ball hit me in the fucking neck. I was just here to watch a match. You fucking hit me. Well, don't let the fucking door hit you. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. That's all I'm saying, Novak. Get out the fuck. Get out to fuck, you rotten bastard. What am I fucking talking about? Banksy was in Art Attack. There we are. I know they're trying to dispel the rumour that it's not true. Banksy was in Art Attack. There we are. I said it. I'm just putting it out there, lads. Banksy was an Art Attack. Makes fucking perfect sense. That has been the podcast of fucking absolute rambling shite. Number 97. Thank you very much for getting involved and jumping on board. Thank you very much to the Patreons who continue to support the show. And fucking keep the lights on and tea and the mugs over here, lads. Fair fucking play. You deserve something. I tell you what you deserve. You deserve all the videos in early access and ad-free. Because you'll notice there are more ads popping up in the yoke. How the fuck else is there? I mean, the revenue is fucking colossal anyway. But they've been Spreaker themselves have been pushing for more ads. So there are ads on the general release. But if you don't want any ads, or if you want to just watch the video, if you have time to sit down and watch the YouTube of the interviews and all the rest of it, that's all up there in the Patreon. As a little thank you to people who contribute to the show. As little as $3. And if you have PayPal, you'll be in and out in fucking 20 seconds, lads. That's just how you do it. Go ahead, follow me on all the usual platforms. You know yourself, Tom O'Mahony Comedy. We'll find it everywhere else. I am in the limelight on the 18th of September. The 2nd of October, I will be somewhere in Drogheda. I might be in the town square. I don't fucking know, lads, but I will let you know when I know. Till then, good looking things. I say till then. Hold on 1 second. Till then? No, not till then. Till this Friday morning. I'll have a brand new fucking book shot out for you because I'm recording it tonight. Now, good looking things. God bless.